This is the Black Pot, aka Coco Showdemo, where we speak truth to power. And my name, yes, this is the show you've been waiting for. Yes, this is the time you have been waiting for. Yes, this is speaking truth to power. The Black Pot. And my name, Black Rasta. Yes. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a black pot, and each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes, and sizes relocate from their corner, putting aside all their differences, then getting into the black pot, where they are subjected to some amount of heating, and then they produce nothing but sumptuous, nutritious food. Now, the thing is that the black pot and the ingredients do not even participate in the eating of the food. It's us, me and you, the eaters, who enjoy the food. Yet every time they rise to the occasion and collaborate so selflessly to be able to bring us this nutritious and very, very sumptuous food. What can we learn from that? Selflessness. In these times, we have to think about the next generation. We have to be generational thinkers. Many people will not plant trees because they know they will not live long enough to benefit from the shades of the trees. For that matter, they will go for the pepper, the onion, the maize, the millet, which are one-season crops. Quickly they harvest this, they eat, they sleep, they die, they are buried, and they are forgotten. Totally forgotten. Oh yes. But in this society, we must think generationally. Even if we will not live long enough to benefit from the shades and the fruits of the trees that take so long to grow, how about our children, our children's children? Would we not want to leave a legacy behind that is very, very beautiful? This is what we're talking about. We are rewiring the mindset of our people. It's a mindset show. That is why we keep saying that we are in the service of God and country. And here, we don't criticize. But if we must criticize, we would only do that for just one reason, to build and not to destroy. This is the Black Pot, aka Coco Showdemo. And here we are very, very much in the service of God and country. We are live on YouTube. Yes, live. And our YouTube channel is Black Empire Media. Our Black is spelled B-L-A-K-K. Yes, Black Empire Media, as you can see on your screens. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel and you click on the button, yes, for notification, so that every time we come on, you'll be the first person to see us. Remember to also share the broadcast so many more people would see. Send your comments coming in, because at the end of it all, we are going to have your comments read right in the middle of the show and also at the end of the show. We need your voices to also be heard. Make sure that you contribute to the show by sending in your messages in the comment section. Any which way,
We are supported by ISIT, and ISIT is ISIT, in spirit, in truth. It's a new social media app, and everybody's talking about this. What can you do with this app? It's just like your regular social media app, but this one is more than just that because it's positive. Now, if your social media app, the regular one, is full of racism, is full of violence, nudity, and all that, and you are fed up with this, all you need to do is to jump ships and latch onto ISIT, ISIT, in spirit, in truth. Download that from Google Play and App Store. And the very interesting thing about this is that you can go live, you can make video and audio calls, upload your videos and your photos, meet other positive-minded people, and boom, promote your business. Let us know about your brand, and that's it. Connect with family and friends, make memories that are lasting. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushono, and I am on ISIT. Are you on ISIT too? Today we have a number of issues to look at. And I want to say thank you so much for choosing my platform. It's called the Black Empire Media. And the program is called the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushono. Now the very first story we are looking at today is something that you are interested in. Putting Efya right, not against womanhood. I have seen so many people in the past talked from their minds, some very positive and some very negative. And what I've come to realize is that Ghanaians love to talk. Fortunately, we do not take our time to learn before we talk. Almost every Ghanaian wants to talk. Even the very ignorant ones are still talking. It looks like it's a talk shop country. Everybody is talking. So there's noise all over the place. One man sits on radio or TV. He's talking about health. He's talking about agriculture. He's talking about almost every discipline. He's an expert in everything. And you wonder, what kind of a human being is this? It's all because we pay people to talk in this country rather than to reason. How many of our schools even have time for reasoning? I was in America and I taught in some of the schools in America. And at this juncture, I want to say thank you so much to the University of Central Missouri. And thank you so much to my professor there, Professor Albion Menz, a very wonderful personality who guided me left, right, and center to be able to achieve whatever we achieved in that wonderful university. And of course, some other universities that we lectured in. University of North Carolina, you know, interesting, beautiful. You are supposed to have a period where students will reason. Now that you know, what do you do? Now that you know, what are you going to do? That's reasoning. So after the lecture, you let everybody come out with what they have learned from it and how that is going to help them better their lives and the lives of other people. In our country, we are taught to memorize, go write what we have memorized, pass examinations, and be called big names for nothing, with nothing in here. Why this long preamble? Over the weekend, on Saturday, I was on United TV, you know, and I made something clear. I said if I had my own way, Sarkodie will be stripped of all his ambassadorial deals for looking down on womanhood. And that's Sarkodie. He's a Ghanaian rapper. It's not about him. It's not about the personality. It's not about being envious or being jealous or hateful of somebody. It's the principle. It's simple. But Ghanaians will never accept anything that is objective. You can never criticize anybody unless you are a hater of the person by the Ghanaian definition. Somebody can be the worst thief in Ghana. Once you criticize this theft, they say you hate the person. That's how it is. But listen, we are used to this and we have spoken truth to power without fear or favor. Look at the headline that came up. 3 News. ban Sarkodie's music for his disrespect for womanhood, and strip him of his ambassadorial deals. Black Rasta advocates. That's what I said. Run the story and come here. Watch me. He says what? Renowned on-air personality and reggae kuchoko artist Blakk Rasta has once again condemned Ghanaian rapper Sarkodie for his response to actress Yvonne Nelson's memoir, I Am Not Yvonne Nelson. Speaking on United Showbiz, Blakk Rasta expressed his disappointment in Sarkodie's response and went as far as suggesting the revocation of the rapper's deals and a ban of his music for some time. According to the Barack Obama singer, he deemed Sarkodie's response in Try Me as immature and called for greater respect and sensitivity towards others, especially women. True? Run the story. This is a woman who has gone through hell. I expected the corporate Sarkodie to be more intelligent in his response. His words were wrong. You are for the street. So he slept with a street girl. That was very immature of him. He stated. He further criticized Sarkodie for his choice of words and said it lacked tact, but also mentioned his desire for Yvonne Nelson to have filtered some names for the Tell It All memoir. Dash. So basically, that's the content of what I spewed out. And I woke up the following morning. We were all over in the trends. Everyone was talking about it. Oh, nice thing. Nice. Blakk Rasta spoke his mind. Blakk Rasta hit the nail on the head. So much talk. Then some other people said, oh, but Blakk Rasta too has no respect for womanhood. Look at how he tackled Efya. You remember when he said Efya is a drug addict. And once Blakk Rasta said that, it means that he is looking down on womanhood. So you see the ignorant Ghanaian. No common sense, no intelligence. A lot of these people who talk like that. What is womanhood? If Efya is a self-confessed drug user, and I, Blakk Rasta, come out and say that, the way Efya spoke, I am not going to take offense because she might be high on some drug. Is that attack on womanhood? Do you know what it means to say womanhood? You want to speak, learn, understand what it is to say womanhood. Everybody in Ghana is talking, so there's so much noise all over. We pay people to talk rather than to think. Look at these party communicators all over the place, stark illiterate who failed all their examinations in school. But because they can insult pow, then they pay you to become a communicator. But these actually are miscommunicators. What are they communicating? Government what? They are only there to insult each other. And the headlines will capture their insults. The painful utterances that they mete out. But not the meat of governance. No. The meat of governance is out. It's all about talking vitriolic. What is womanhood? Womanhood is about the feminine nature. Drug use has nothing to do with feminine nature. Efya is a self-confessed drug user. I pray that she stops it. Now, a week after I talked about Efya, what happened? Efya went on a TV show because I had said some things against Sarkodie, her darling boy. Nana Ba Namwa also came into the melee, trying to attack me because their darling boy had been touched. And because I'm nobody's darling boy, so I became an easy target, right? So I needed to show them a little bit of common sense. You understand? What did Efya say? She was asked if she knew Blakk Rasta. She said, no, that's okay. That's not a problem. You understand? If you know who you are, you don't care who knows you and who doesn't know you. You know yourself. That's the most important thing. If people know you and you don't know yourself, then you are just a walking headless jack. You understand the vibe? I know myself. I'm a confident human being. You understand that? So I don't need Efya to know me or not to know me. That's okay if she knows me, that's fine. But what does she know me for? People don't think about that. Do you know me for what? Yes, I know you as a thief, a common thief. Is that okay? Is that what you want to be known for? We want to leave a legacy behind, not just popularity. We want fame. Somebody does not even understand the difference between popularity and fame. In the English language class, the grammar class, we would look at that. But in the interim, watch me. When Efya said this, she went ahead to say that, oh, is that not that guy who is on radio and he's also, is he a musician or a rapper? That guy, oh, okay, the guy who makes funny songs. That was where I took offense. We have built a brand to a certain point. If you don't like me, it's okay. When you attack my brand, I will attack you back. You understand? I will attack you back. Rather than making fans go after you, I would come after you. So when she said it, many people called me and said, well, this is my sister. I really don't want to. I don't even like talking about women in any negative thing. Anybody who knows me knows that that's what I stand for. So in Efya's case, I decided to let it go. That day I saw it, I just tweeted. One tweet. What did the tweet say? Oh, such a nice, beautiful woman. But look what drugs can do to a beautiful lady. That's what I wrote. That was the tweet. What is in this tweet that is against women? A self-confessed drug user. The more we talk about her drug life, the more she would have to think about stopping it. A week after I spoke about the drug use, look what happened to her in London. Watch this. Can you see? 1 week after I talk about the drug use, that some people, some ignoramuses think that if a woman does something bad, you can't talk about it or else it's an attack on womanhood. Who taught you that? Watch. Efya suffered withdrawal symptoms and drug overdose before Ghana at 66 performance in London. Insider drops details. Run the story. Watch it. Talented Ghanaian musician Efya Nocturnal allegedly nearly messed up her recent performance at the Ghana at 66 concert in London due to drug use. Legendary producer Fred Che Mensah has alleged. Dash. I saw this. I never talked about it because I'm not interested in going into some of these things. I touched on the issue. Unfortunately, a week later, she proved that what I had said was right. And if you look at the comments, many people will say, well, Blakk Rasta said it. Now Blakk Rasta is going to talk. But no. If I have to fight, I want to fight with fellow men, people who can change society, not nitwits, people who know next to nothing about even their own surroundings. No, sir. People are dying at Fana. You understand? Children are going to school in boats and they are drowning. Children cannot go to school because it's raining and there's no roof over their classrooms. And I go and sit down and I'm fighting a woman, the bearer of my children, my own mate, life mate. It doesn't make sense to me. But when a woman is wrong, it's good to correct her. That is not a fight against womanhood. It's ignorance to say that. When Sarkodie said, evolve streets, that is fight against womanhood. Think, be wise. Common sense. Can't you see that these are two different things? But ignorance, one big fat ignoramus can sit down and convince a million more ignoramuses to start an ignoramus war. That's crazy. They don't study, they don't learn. And now that YouTube is paying people some peanuts, hey, it has become a talk shop nation. Hey, I'm out for a drobin abo. Drone ya say ya, utibe say, and na unai say, way be say ya, ubebi be say ya. And everybody is there talking. Listen, the best way to destroy a nation is to make that nation ignorant. But unfortunately, That is how politicians are able to cash in. If they educate the people to the point that they become independent, they will not buy the nonsense that they are feeding them. Hook, line, and sinker, they will chase them out. So they keep them ignorant so they can use and manipulate them. Let's be smart. Let's be wise. Let's be smart. How many of us even read? Talking about Yvonne Nelson's book. Have they been able to write anything? Sarkodie comes out to say, oh, the book is not even good. It's just because negativity. Can you write a single sentence out of the book she wrote? Do you even comprehend what it means to write a book? You are rubbishing the book. Oh, the book is nothing. It's because negativity sells. But even that is not a fight against womanhood. If Sarkodie had said the book is nothing, of course, that is opinion. But to say that she is a prostitute, how many dicks has she sucked? She is for the street. That is a fight against womanhood. Common sense. If you want to support gutter boys, go ahead and support them. But don't be senseless. Let sense work. Don't let what YouTube is paying you and some other social media platforms are paying you make you behave like a low class. Put that word in there. Come here. Watch me. Hey. Efya went wrong. And I touched her a little bit. If she was a man, it would have been hotter. But because of womanhood, because of her gender, we took it easy. Luckily, she came out and apologized. It was okay, nice. I would never have gone to that issue till this thing came out. It's not a fight against Efya. No, I love her. I love her. Nana Banamwa, what did she say? Nothing. I just posted a photograph and said, well, I hear that you know this man and you have his personal contact. If I may have it. Of course, that's not a fight against womanhood, is it? Let's be smart, man. If a woman makes a mistake, correct her. That's not a fight against womanhood. But when you look down on her person, her natural physique, and bodily framework, hallelujah, Kai Blakk Rasta, Kai Dodo, that's what it is. Say upon. Next story. Now the next story says what? Arnold'S PR for Sarkodie warped, nauseating, and bootlickish. My name is Jasia, but it's not any big word. Warped, he has a problem. Nauseating makes you vomit. Bootlickish, I just say we are massa. Oh, massa. That's bootlicking. Arnold is a brother. I love him. When I was in the university teaching, I mean, he wrote nice things about me, and I've always given him the accolades. He will tell you that. Everywhere there's an opportunity, I mention him. It was nice. You understand? I love his intellect. He's a sharp guy. He used to run a newspaper called Weekly Filler in those days. He's not a small boy. He's grown. I'm just probably a couple of years or so older than Arnold. Maybe. I'm not even too sure. See? He looks very good. He looks nice. And some people take very good care of themselves and all that. So I cannot even say that I'm older than him. Just by our looks. I'm full of hair all over. He doesn't have it. You understand? But on United Showbiz, we met. And then we had a nice discussion. You know, then at points, I realized that it was trying to get a little personal, which I was trying to avoid. Because me and you can actually clash, and clash well. Proper clash. You know, but when a man gives you respect, you have to also give him that same respect and all that. And those of you who watched the show saw what happened. But it's been captured in the headlines too. So I needed to come back and tell you this. Watch this. Arnold and Blakk Rasta lock horns over misinformation about Sarkodie. And I like it. Misinformation is in quotes. Now let's see who misinformed who and who informed who. Come here. Watch it. Run the story. It says, Blakk Rasta's statement that he lost respect for Sarkodie in 2007 because the rapper was unable to fund the treatment of a sick girl who needed financial assistance, rather solicited funds from fans on Twitter because a subject became a subject for discussion on United Showbiz as entertainment journalist Arnold Asamoah-Bedu contested the claim. Blakk Rasta, during one of the editions of the Urban Blend shows on TV, on radio, 3FM, shows vehemently argued that Sarkodie is amongst the celebrities who pretend to have a good personality, but in reality, they are fake. I need to take that paragraph again. That's very important to me. Blakk Rasta, during one of the editions of his Urban Blend shows on 3FM, from 10 in the morning to 2 p.m. every day, Monday to Friday, vehemently argued that Sarkodie is amongst the celebrities who pretend to have a good personality, but in reality, they are fake and liars. People pretend to be who they are not. And Sarkodie is one of those people. No two ways about that. Now, if you have followed Sarkodie and you want to remove that veil from your eyes, you will know that this is a fake guy. There are so many things I can say about Sarkodie, but for the fact that I would not have time to go through that, I will just mention a couple of them. Two, he stated. There was a time Sarkodie was seeking some finance to help a girl who was sick. I think the amount involved was about 10,000 Ghana cedis, and this was about 2 years ago. Sarkodie came on Twitter and was asking people to donate to the cost of 10,000 cedis to take care of a sick girl who was in ICU. Yet this is the same guy who says money no be problem, huh? If money be problem, if somebody you claim is in ICU wants the money, you come and sit on Twitter and ask fans to donate. Blakk Rasta added a statement he reiterated on UTV's United Showbiz hosted by Miss G. But Arnold, a regular guest on the show, and said Blakk Rasta's claim was false. He argued that Sarkodie paid the said amount as he made reference to a tweet the rapper made at the time. Dash. So you see this. You see, we have to be really careful. Those of us who watch the show, I saw a number of headlines around, some trying to add a lot of ginger and a lot of pepper into the whole thing. Hear me now. Facts are clear. They are clean. Those who watched me, it and I said it clearly. There was a figure that was supposed to be paid for a sick child who was in ICU, we're told. 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000, something like that. I couldn't remember, but it was a paltry sum. Considering who was asking us to donate. That was what I said. And I went on to say some 4 years or 5 years ago. I couldn't remember the date. And for me, a guy who says money no be the problem, coming on Twitter to ask people to donate, he could go and give the money to somebody in the ICU. I was overwhelmed. I never responded. But the fans, his own fans, came at him. Say, but you, how much is this money that you cannot pay outright? Over 200 comments that came in at a go were all saying the same thing. They were shocked. And when Sarkodie saw the bashing coming, quickly look at the tweet he put up. After the bashing, have you seen the tweet? That's the tweet Arnold was reading. The tweet he said was to counteract what I had said. Watch it. And what is he saying? There are things I don't respond to, and all because they don't matter. But a sensitive case like this, I think I need to address. First, don't let social media change you to become just part of the pack. Be human first. I saw the pic of the little girl that night, same time, I put it up on Instagram and immediately inboxed the guy because I was touched and gave him the money, he put up. And more, he wanted to mention my name, but I told him I want to stay anonymous. Then he got back to me with he got back to me with this new figure from the doctor, as he did his checks again. And if I could do it alone, time is all we got for this poor kid, and nothing stops me from acting. It's the grammar you write, and you are condemning Yvonne's book. Let's give credit, please. Listen, watch, read Yvonne's book. It's the grammar you are writing. Listen to your grammar. Sick like malaria. Come here. Watch me. Hear me. Hear this. After the bashing, this was what Sarkodie put up. Even if I can do it alone, you know, it's all about time. So, time! You come and sit on Twitter for people to donate 1 CD, 2 CDs, 2 pesos. That is not time consuming. Money no be problem, huh? Why don't you just walk into the bank and pull it up? 15,000 Ghana cedis. Maybe we should break it down into dollars. How much is that? That's about, how much is that? About $1,500? Am I right? Something like, no, it's not. I'm not too good with these calculations and all that. See? That's what it is. That's what it is. He says, oh, because of time, I decided to put it out on Twitter so people can donate. Ish. Which one saves time? Running to the bank to pull out the money? Or going out there and asking people to donate? That excuse is warped. So this was what Arnold said. And Arnold went ahead to say, if I had done my research well, which of course I came back at, I would have known that Sarkodie in 20 what, he gave things to people without mentioning that on air. Do you know what other people have done without going out to say this is what we do? My problem is when you claim that money is not your problem. And there is an instance for you to save the life of a little child in ICU. The one who has no money problem is on Twitter asking people to come and donate. Like the pastor would say, so they can also get the blessing. Pastor would say, oh, but I want you all to have the blessing. So you bring the money. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Let's be careful, brethren. We won't get anything hating anybody. If I hate anybody at all, I hate the politicians. They are those who give us all the problems, not Sarkodie. Who is Sarkodie? Who is Sarkodie? Can Sarkodie give me malaria? Can Sarkodie make sure that I become miserable? Or the people in Fana become miserable? Or the people in Binduri become miserable? Certainly not. He's a little bit of thing. You understand, when it comes to what these dirty politicians are doing. He's an entertainer. Let him entertain the people. Let him make them happy in his own small way. Whatever he can do, fine. But to come out and say you are asking for 15,000, even we who are not rich, I tell you, if I slap myself twice, I can vomit that money out to save somebody in the ICU. And this will not make me come out and say, oh, I did this in 1420. In 2020, I went and gave Bankun to a lady who was suffering from Koshako. No, sir. They say, when this one gives, make sure that one doesn't see. We keep it like that. So, what PR was Arnold doing? It was warped. It was warped. I remember when we went on break, Father Dixon came into the studio, giddy, 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 and said something that I wouldn't want to mention, you know, but he was an inspiration to all of us. And I am happy that I was on the show for the very first time. Father Dixon, we're going to continue that conversation. He listens to my show religiously. And what he told me, I don't want to put it out. But it was an inspiration. And I'm happy for Father Dixon. Yes, this is the Blackford, a.k.a. Kukushunomo, where we speak truth to power. It thinks a day wise. When we return, we got more. Keep your messages coming in. Hey! Wayo!
Blackpot. Cuckoo show, man.
This is the Black Pot, aka Kokoshonamo, and here we speak truth to power. Remember, we don't criticize. No. But if we must criticize, we'll do that on one condition: to build and not to destroy. This is where we speak truth to power. Come here, my brother. Next story. Watch it. It's rolling, and we are live on YouTube. Finland minister resigns after racist anti-womanhood allegations. Hallelujah. Now you get to know what it is to say anti-womanhood. Not somebody going around drinking alcohol and doing other things, or somebody going around stealing things, and they say we shouldn't talk about it, or else it's against woman. Hey, who taught you that? Bosu. About it or how? Finland minister resigns after racist and anti-womanhood allegations. This is the guy. Capital of Finland is Helsinki. I almost said Dakar. Come here. Hey, this is the man. Watch him very well. We are going to talk about him. Run the story. This is from Ghana Web, yellow page. It says, mass abortions for Africa. Listen carefully. Who does abortions? And you know why I chose it, right? You know, right? This story is trending as we stand right now. Abortion is trending in Ghana. Womanhood trending in Ghana. So this is the right time to talk about this, so people can be educated. Mass abortions for Africa. Finland minister quits after a week. 2019 comments. 4 years ago, he said something, and today he has to quit. Run the story. Hear me. Finland's Minister for Economic Affairs resigned on Friday, June 30, a little more than a week after taking office, amid a flurry of scandals linking him to neo-Nazi ideologies. Wilhelm Junila of the far-right Finns party quit amid a new furore over comments he made in parliament, where he said a solution for the climate crisis is to give more abortions to African women. Jesus have mercy. I feel like walking away and closing this whole thing. Did you hear that? It's racist. And it's what? Against womanhood, anti-womanhood. Look at our headline. Finland minister resigns after racist anti-womanhood allegations. Hallelujah. Did you hear what he said? He said, to fight climate change, we need to reduce the population in Africa. They are those who are causing the climate change. Their women are giving birth too much. Birth is a natural thing. Drugs are not natural. When you go and swallow cocaine and all those things, do they swallow cocaine or they inhale it or they inject it? I've never used it. I don't know how it's done. You go and drink things and use drugs. And when people talk about that, you say anti-woman. This is what is called anti-womanhood. Women give birth naturally. Then you say that they are those who are causing climatic change. And therefore, we should give them abortion pills. Encourage them to have abortions. miseducate them so that they believe that once they are pregnant, they have to take it out. That's what that idiot said. That's an anti-womanhood talk. Misogynism. Ha! He called the concept climate abortions. Hey, Kai, I wanted to say something. Hey, climate abortions. African women are giving birth too much and they are destroying the climate. So let's give them abortion pills. It is a system known as climate abortions. We'll make sure that they abort all their babies. They are giving birth like animals. Poo, poo, poo to send down. So let us give them the concept of climate abortions. Jonela made the speech in Parliament in 2019 when he was a freshman MP. It will be justified for Finland to shoulder its responsibility by promoting climate abortions. Climate abortion would be a small step for a person, but a giant leap for humanity. Did you hear that? He said at the time. When the Parliament documents resurfaced, Christian Democrat MP Palvi Rasanen, I hope I got it right, who has become a cause célèbre for the evangelical right wing over her uncompromising stance on abortion and LGBT issues, also criticized Jonela. The concept of climate abortion is eco-fascist anyway, without the racist connection. And eco-fascism is also an extremist movement, said Rasanen, a former interior minister. Dash. You see? This is what is called anti-womanhood. If there's anything anti-womanhood, Ghana government, headed by Nana Akufo-Addo, is anti-womanhood. You are putting taxes on what? A natural thing that women go through. What is that thing? Monthly blood flow, menstruation, sanitary pads. You put taxes on that. That is anti-womanhood. Where you deny the people what is theirs, where you deny women what is naturally theirs, that is anti-womanhood. Naturally, not habits that have been picked up. When you deny women from having children, when you deny children from having access to their mothers, that is anti-womanhood. We need this education sometimes to let our people understand what it is. Come here. So you see racism. This guy is looking for women in Africa to abort their babies so that the climate can be protected. And he said, listen attentively, he said it might be a negligible move for an individual, but it's a giant step for humanity. It means at the end of the day, it's going to benefit humanity. If we sacrifice a few of these women in Africa to be able to rise to this level, humanity will thank us. Such a dirty guy. There are Ghanaian politicians who have said worse than what this idiot has said. He has honorably resigned. Why is the finance minister still in power? Somebody who eroded this country into nothingness. He's still sitting there. President said, oh, the moment the IMF deal is done, he will go. They've taken all of us for fool. Those who were agitating to have this guy removed, their mouths have been sealed with food, probably, so they are not talking. So we need to educate people sometimes. What will make a nation fail is ignorance. That's why Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he said, If knowledge is found as far away as in China, in those days it was believed that China was at the end of the world. As you go, he encouraged his followers to go there and get it. Prophet Muhammad also said, if it will take me to wake up every morning and polish and clean the shoes of my children's teacher, I am ready to do it so they can give knowledge to my children. That was the level the Prophet of Islam put education. Education is key. The more politicians keep you uneducated, the better they are able to rule you and manipulate you. That's why when they come, they don't speak the language you understand. The microeconomics has parabolated into a digit of 48.0001 that has all of a sudden exalted into a parabium of multiple choices and sclerosis. Say, utibrofo pa metuama no biom. Utuama brofo, ana utuama nyansa. They keep you uneducated. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonomo. When we return, we will be reading your comments. Keep them coming in. Hey! Wayo!
Blakk Pot, Coco Show, man.
Who says, good evening, Blakk. It's another beautiful Monday. Well done. And more vim. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Who is this? Billy's World says, this is Samsu. And I am watching you live from the ancient capital of Ghana, Cape Coast. Preach, Black Rasta. Thanks so much. Max Pro says, Chai is being the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kukushunamo. We are where we speak truth to power. Watching you live from Germany. Blessed love. Mansura. Yunusa Yunusa says, thanks Black Rasta, my name is Mansuru. So the Mansura there is actually, so Mansuru, Pan-Africa Zongolism from Spain, Alicante. Thank you so much. Big up Spain, Massive and crew. Miguel comes back again and says, I always connect with your energy, Black Rasta, more fire. Keep it hot. And then, who is this? Fenway Incorporated says, been waiting for you all day, Blakk. May you live long to always speak for the masses. Oh, I'm happy to hear that you've been waiting all this while so that you would see has come live. We're going to be doing it every time. It's going to be live. Thank you so much. Karim Sadat Aduku says, good evening, Black Rasta. I'm watching you live from Zebila. I like your show, and we appreciate you for your time and education. Please, Black, help us talk to the GHS to get us the vaccine for the children. Oh, my God. What is this thing about vaccine for the children in Zebila? Ghana Health Service, what's happening? Why? What is happening? Why? Oh my God. I'm really heartbroken. Children need vaccines, we are told. From last week, the brother has been talking about this same thing. Tamale Hospital, they ran out of oxygen. People were dying in the hospital. They said they were getting the oxygen from one Jato from the Abu market. And Jato has run out of gas. The whole hospital was sourcing gas from one Jato from the Abu market. Tamale Hospital, where I was born. Please, we are begging you. Defy Satan for the very first time and go and give them their vaccines. Henry Nana Dansu says, Black Rasta, God bless you for the good job you're doing. Thank you so much. God bless you too. Mohammed Wimbe Abdallah, a regular member of parliament for the Black Port, says, Ncham Black. Mpuri te. Okay, apurite. He's just trying to say that I'm greeting you. He's writing in Dagbani for choosing your platform. Tigbapura. You know, apurite tigbapura. You are greeting us. We are also responding. That's what he's saying. For the Yelman Chama Ma Yelbu. Yelman Chama Ma Yelbu simply means you are saying the hard truth. Yelman Chama, the hard truths. That's what he's saying. Now, when it, all right, I'll try to get what he's trying to say. Tiyura Pam means we love you. Black Rasta, we love you. Now, when it is only God we fear. And he's saying that we love you. Thank you so much. This is the Black Pot, aka Kuku Show. More comments are going to be coming up. But let's look at this quickly. We're going to return to your comments very soon. Next story. We have just about 7 minutes to go, right? Watch it. It says, EC bribery allegation serious. There's a bribery allegation. Who is alleging? What is the truth? Fire the story. Watch this. NDC communicator narrates how he allegedly caught John Buedu trying to bribe EC officials. Come here. Watch me. Hey, watch. Run the story. He says, a member of the communication team of the National Democratic Congress, NDC, Courage, Makafiji, Nunepeku. What a powerful name. Makafiji, Nunepeku. Next time I meet you, I'll shake hands with you. That's the kind of name I want to hear. Not the Jonathan, not the John, not the, those names. No, sir. Has disclosed the supposed strategy the NDC deployed to stop efforts by the ruling NPP to steal the Asin-Not by-election. According to him, the NDC deployed teams at all the polling stations to monitor the activities of the NPP, particularly their engagements with officials of the Electoral Commission of Ghana and possible vote buying schemes close to the stations. Makafiji Nunepeku, who was the leader of the team at the polling station at Bramha DA Primary School, said that his team was able to stop the NPP from engaging in buying votes close to the polling station and also allegedly caught the former General Secretary of the NPP, John Buedu, trying to induce officials of the EC. This is a very serious allegation. We go to court almost every election year because we claim somebody has stolen the elections. If this was a very serious country, this allegation would not go uninvestigated. But we are busily chasing little boys and girls who are smoking marijuana and locking them up for 25 years. And yet such huge bribery allegations are ongoing. What is wrong with us? Until he's proven guilty, He's not. Can we investigate this? IGP. You see, Ochamia on him Kasano. I say, Nana, wow, assume. Next story. BAWUMIA exposed over election 24. BAWUMIA is not a patriot. And I've told you, if BAWUMIA wins the next election, I don't care if he wins 20 years after, but the next election, I will be hurt and I'll leave the country for you until he's out. You know why? I've told you this before. A man sat with Nana Akufo-Addo, and together they dragged this country into oblivion. Why should I return this man to power? Am I crazy? That's it. That's it. I know him personally. I met with him before. I sat down with him. It's not about BAWUMIA. It's about Ghana. Nobody is bigger than the truth. This man is not a patriot. Run the story. Look at this. I am the only candidate that can beat the NDC in 2024. And that is BAWUMIA talking. He is not saying that he is the only candidate that can make Ghana move forward. He is not saying that he is the only candidate that deserves to be chosen to come and make Ghana prosper. He is looking at beating a political party. The bigger picture is out. Just like that other confused Agric minister who's shouting at everybody to respect him because he has gray hair all over him. He's the oldest man in Ghana. Sarkodie, telling everybody that he wants to be president of Ghana because he wants to be the flag bearer of the NPP. Such a confused state of mind. And when he was asked, at your age, do you have the energy and the power? He said, if you want, let us meet and play table tennis for 1 hour or 2 hours. Only 2 hours. Only 2 hours. To show that you are strong. Then macho men at Nima and other places, they should have been presidents. We are talking about the energy in the mind. And your physical self. And you have not demonstrated that you can do it. This is what BAWUMIA is saying. He's the only candidate who can beat the NDC. Hey, that means the NDC is powerful. Oh. Kennedy Japan cannot beat NDC. All the other 9 cannot beat you. You are the only person because you are a stooge of a failed president. What a joker. This will be the easiest candidate any party can beat this guy. If NPP makes a mistake and puts him there, then it's going to be a walk in the park. We are giving all Ghanaian schools tablets so that we replace all the textbooks. You know, fishermen are suffering, thieves are suffering, young girls are suffering. You are not able to give them pads for their natural menstruation. You are giving them tablets to replace their textbooks that are not even there. Where are they going to put the tablets? In their pockets? Because they don't even have tables to put them on. Let alone chairs. The roofs are not even there. Where you are taking the tablets to, do they have electricity there? Already you are fighting to keep the lights on. They are asking you to come and pay some amount of money to keep the light. Or the tablets are going to be solar charged. Such a confused guy. Look at him. He goes around. Agbogbloche. We are going to give you a place so that you can bath. When you bath, then blah, 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 plenty talk. You can go to toilet there and blah, 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 blah. Up till now, not even one Huitum KVIP has been built for Agbogbloche people. And you want me to take him serious because me and him come from the same village and we're following cows together at the same time. It's a bigger picture. Ghana, nobody's bigger than the truth. He is thinking about an election. He is not thinking about a bigger picture of the country, Ghana. Until our politicians learn and take away their mentality of winning elections and divert all the attention into prospering the country, we will have people like BAWUMIA, people like Nana Akufo-Addo. That's my way. Do we have any more comments? Send the comments in and we'll close. Okay, Joseph Ashley says, Blakk, you are the man. Can you take off that logo there? Pay attention, my brother. Make it quick. Blakk, you are the man. You always speak your mind. Thumbs up, bro. Buhari TV says, teach them Black Rasta. And this is Kudus. He says, let's go. The fire emoji is there. Wise up says that, thumbs up. Muhammad Wumbe Abdallah is back again. He says, Chama, Mpaya, you are our darling boy. Yim so come yelane. Forget about everybody. We stand by you. Remember, Ghana is full of hypocrites who only know how to twist real fact into their ignorant beliefs. Ah, well. But we still have some discerning people who know what's up. You know, Miguel says, big up, Amevuvo. I like that name. Beautiful. Amevuvo. Noel says, Black Rasta, you are too good to the world. Strong Vibe says, teach us, my Lord. Respect. Mohammed Wumbe comes again, says, Black Rasta, grammar sick like. Make me loud out louder. From Doha, Qatar. Tell them to change their ways of listening and understanding. Yes, your grammar sick like malaria then. You want to criticize Yvonne in book. Say no good. It be negativity they sell. That be why the book they sell. Have you read it? Felix Ababio, big up brethren for the good work. Ajeduna says, I love your program, Blakk. Thank you so much. And then Chanu says, up, Black Rasta. Thank you. Now, the most educative program in Ghana, and this is Felix Ababio saying that, Kelvin 24, Abe says, God richly bless you for educating us. I am always happy when I hear your voice. And the Method Man says, Blakk, tell them, more fire. Wow. Wow. Thanks so much to all of you. We appreciate you. Come here. Let me speak to them directly. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Tupaya pam, akpe kaka, akpe sia, tupurea, mpure. Thank you. We appreciate you. Merci beaucoup. We come your way again tomorrow, 5 o'clock sharp, till we hit 6. When I stop. Until then, it's been the Black Pot, aka Kukushodomo, where we speak truth to power. Hey! Wayo!